G'day friends, Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas, I hope you're having a wonderful time. Well, okay, technically it's Merry Christmas Eve for me, which means in Australia it's Merry Christmas Eve, which it depends on whenever you're watching this. It could be 2021 when you're watching. Is YouTube still going to be around? Scary thought. Anyway, Merry Christmas. I wanted to put on this camera, and I wanted to just film just a little bit of a play session in my pocket journal at my desk, because I wanted to have at least one more opportunity to say Merry Christmas, just in case I don't catch the urge and go Instagram Live again. I know this past week has kind of been crazy for Instagram Lives. It seems like I've just been living on there. You know what I'm like. If I want to chat to someone, I need to get on Instagram Live immediately. But generally, I need to be very present and very with it, and I need to also, it is what it is, Santa. I just was on Instagram Live a lot, and thank you for joining me there as well. I had a great time. I started putting them on IGTV. I put one up there. It's a bit of a workaround because IGTV only lets you put up 10-minute clips. So typically the lives last for about an hour, like 50 minutes to an hour. So they need to be split into 6 clips first, and then I need to upload them one by one. So it was a bit of a workaround to get them up there, but I have said that moving forward, if I like the Instagram Live, I'll endeavor to put it on IGTV. If I don't like it, it will disappear after 24 hours, or I might not even share it to the story. I have done that before. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like everything's fine. Sometimes I get on there with my brain turned off. Sometimes I get on there and I'm way too unfiltered or way too opinionated. It's not like an Instagram. It's not like a YouTube video. Literally the irony of me just messing that up. It's not like a YouTube video where I can just restart. I can, turn this voiceover off, start again, say what I wanted to say what I meant to say, or, avoid all the fumbling and stumbling and jumbling. And Instagram Live is just live, and whatever happens, and it just can be a bit chaotic sometimes. Because I'm not very good at multitasking. I think I'm okay. I think I've learned a few things over the years, but to think and to work and to speak and to read and to do all of these things all at the same time just can be a little overwhelming. So I know all you women out there are like, multitasking is what we do. Yes, it is scientific. Women are actually better at multitasking. I don't know where I read that, but I know that to be true. So yeah, it's just something that I love to get on there and do and spend time with you all, and especially around Christmas time, because I have done pretty well to free up my schedule towards the end of the year. So I've had a super relaxing, super lovely festive season. My only gripe with it is that it's way too short. You Americans don't know what you're doing by waiting until after Thanksgiving to celebrate Christmas. Thankfully, I am one of these crazy people that celebrates it before Thanksgiving's even being mentioned, because it's not long enough. I know you can literally hear the keyboards typing like, Christmas is after Thanksgiving. You're gonna have to fight me with that one in the comments, because I love Christmas way too much to only have 3 weeks of it. If you're waiting until after Thanksgiving, what is that? Last Thursday of November? I think I've got that wrong. Is that what it is? I don't know. Don't blame me. I had 6 Thanksgiving dinners to go to in 3 days. It was confusing, but it was the last week of November, I believe. And then people put up their Christmas stuff the week after. That's just not enough. Absolutely not enough at all. Especially when I was growing up. I mean, in Australia, Halloween's not a thing like it is here in the States, and it certainly wasn't for my family. As I was a teenager, we tried to get involved because I thought it was fun to dress up, but to be fair, you could have found me dressed up on any given Tuesday, not just Halloween. So, yeah, we would there's no holiday at the end of the year for Australians except for Christmas, I believe, unless I'm missing one. But typically in the States, when you're going through the fall and you're getting all your pumpkins out, you're going all fall and festive and pumpkin spice everything and Halloween, then you go straight into Thanksgiving, and then you're only allowed to go into Christmas until after that. That's just not enough. And I get it. I know y'all love to celebrate. I really get it, and I get on board with it, but I would just prefer to have 3 months of Christmas if I could. Though I do like Halloween, but like I said, I don't need an excuse to get dressed up. If I want to put a wig on and walk outside, I will do just that. So anyway, let's get into the video. Well, I mean, there's not really much to talk about, but I'll say it anyway. Do you want to play-by-play? You know what? Before I do that, because it is a random video, I'll admit, I just turned it on so I had an opportunity to talk to you again before Christmas, because I just wanted to say thank you so much for being around this year. If I had to do like a YouTube in rewind version for JLB Creative and what's been happening, I'm just going to go all out and say we grew, we tried new things, we succeeded, we had amazing obstacles to face that I think we all faced really well. I don't know, I'm really, really happy with 2019 and what happened, and I feel like super energized to go into 2020. And this just, I felt like this last year in the sense that I was excited to try new things in 2019, but I'll be honest, I was super scared nothing would work out. And I was a little skeptical because I think that's kind of my nature, to be a bit cynical and skeptical, because I can be a severe realist in my actual life. I'm very black and white, very cut and dry, very calculated risk taker, and in business and in my life and all of that kind of stuff, it's very structured and regimented in my head. But when I create, when I'm playing in my art journals, when I'm just painting stupid things like you're seeing here, I mean, I know it's not stupid, but in the grand scheme of life and what we're doing here, it's not going to change much if this didn't happen. It's not going to alter the course of the world. It's kind of, just for me to enjoy. But in this sense, I am very free and I'm very open to anything, and it's just such a stark contrast to the way that I think my head is a lot of the time. And I just want to thank you for being along for that journey, and also not just being there, but being an active participant in it. And this is not to say that if you've been quiet and behind the scenes and in the shadows that you need to speak up, because honestly, I do that as a content consumer. I'm actually a very quiet content consumer. But I also appreciate you too, because I know if I'm out there doing the same thing, I know you guys exist as well. So big shout out to the quiet followers. I see you. I mean, I don't really see you, but you know what I mean. I'm validating that you're there. Because it really does all matter. It really does all count to me. I love to hear your stories. I love to hear how you've been on your own journeys and where you're going with that. I love to see you succeeding and flourishing in the things that you set out for yourself to do. I don't pretend to know that I can help you with any of it, but just the thought that turning the video on, spending some time together, even if like the amount of people I've heard that turn the videos on when they have to do housework, I mean, just makes me so happy and makes me think one day I will do my own housework. But I love being with you in that capacity. I think that's one of the beauties of social media, that and like I said, I've been on Instagram Live a lot lately, that we don't have to be alone if we don't want to. We can just get together in whatever capacity, sharing a good laugh, sharing some learning, some creativity. Like, I love creativity and I love seeing it as much as I love expressing it. So please keep sharing with me in 2020 if that's your prerogative. If not, I hope you just enjoy whatever you're doing. Just take the joy with you. Go wherever you need to go and be happy going there. So that's what I'm going to say. That's what I'm going to leave you with. Hopefully, I don't think it did, but I hopefully succinctly captured how I feel about everybody towards the end of the year. Just feeling very thankful, very #Thanksgiving all over again, Thanksgiving in December. I know that we're going to go into 2020 with a few changes, which is always a little scary, and I'll be sure to bring some of that to you. It's really not going to be much, but for me, it's like everything's changing. But I'm gonna talk more about that in the new year, I think. And yeah, for the rest of this, I'm just gonna be enjoying Christmas. I have movie marathons set out for me. I'm really confused actually as well. Can anyone tell me if anyone's in touch with Jennifer Hudson? Lies. Vanessa Hudgens people. Does she have like a contract deal that she has to do like 65 Christmas movies a year? Because I swear every time I turn on the telly, there's just a new Vanessa Hudgens movie popping up being like Christmas this, Christmas, and it's all Christmas. I don't know if she's just really into it. I don't know, but maybe I'd be Vanessa Hudgens if I was an actor. Just choose Christmas movies every year. Full fantasy. No, I couldn't. I don't love Christmas unless it's Christmas season. But I don't know. I just feel like I've been really not allowed to experience the full Christmas this year because it's gone too quickly. So if you catch my Christmas tree up on December 26th, let it be. I'll be in my own denial about that. We'll just deal with that when it happens. I'm really going to try and milk it this year. I don't know. I know it's not been enough. It's not been enough. I've had way too much fun. I also blame Art Journaling the Magic, which is a lot of what you're seeing on this little journaling session here in my pocket journal. Just a lot of Art Journaling the Magic stuff because I had so many cute little photos, so many great experiences just to jot down what journal that I'm working in is my pocket journal. I think there's still a bunch in my Etsy store, which is linked in the description if you're curious. I'm not going to plug it or sell it because I don't think there's that many, so it is what it is. But products are all going to be structured super different next year in 2020, so it's pointless. But if you're curious to know what I'm working in, and it's a replica of a a Moleskine journal that I worked in Playtest 2. But yeah, I love to jot down little memories and moments in here because I have a bunch of different documenting journals that I started this year. I've got my 5-year Hobonichi, which is a daily. I've got my weekly Phobonichi, which is fake Hobonichi, but it was doing weeks and then kind of events as well. And then this was just, when I got this, because it's so small, I had to kind of work smaller, but that was a great way just to stick in like sprocket prints, cute little stickers, and bits and pieces, like basically anything that had an adhesive back to it because it was super simple. And then I would write in it. I'd find ways to put either a post-it note on there or put a little tip in on there, and I'd just write in here. So it's like the most simple, quick, easy scrapbooking session you've ever had. In a cute little pocket journal, and I've actually really enjoyed this. I don't know if it's because it's so quick and there's like a really great sense of completion satisfaction that goes along with it, or if it's just been fun to work with something that's been pre-decorated because I'm working with that challenge of knowing what to cover up or where to put something or what colors to work with. They don't all work out to make them look great, but sometimes you have these really happy accidents that make you so happy, and I guess that's why they're happy accidents. That's all I'm going to say about that. So that's the journal that I'm working in. That's what I've been doing in here. And just sticking a lot of ephemera in there and lots of little photos just to... I think of it as my little mini scrapbook. It's a little mini photo album with journaling and stickers. A scrapbook, I guess. Anyway, I'm going to do like a little few close-ups of this. I just wanted to say one more time, if I don't speak to you before the 25th, have a wonderful, super safe, happy, Merry Christmas, and I hope you enjoy the festive season however you celebrate and whomever you celebrate it with. I will see you again very soon. I'll see you again on Friday, and hopefully we'll get into sharing more of what's in store for 2020 and some of my ideas for that, and how we can all kind of take the fun of 2019 and just multiply it for 2020. Alrighty, thank you so much for joining me. I'll speak to you again really soon, and Merry Christmas. Bye.